After being brainwashed by too much turkey and going 1-2 on Thanksgiving, I'm going to jump back on it this week and go 5-0. What do you think, Parlay?
Doubt it.
Hating.
Welcome to the Steel City. Is everybody ready to go? Let's proclaim the greatest radio show.
Welcome, fans, to our Week 13 pick show. I'm your host, Jim Sella. I'm in studio today with Mr. Johnny Parlay. Our high-profile producer, Jay Dash, is sitting in with us today. He's not going to shank me during the episode, I don't think. And we may have special guest Big Easy here sometime soon. We don't know if he's going to make it.
Let's do it.
All right, Dash, what do you got for us?
All right, want to give our records here. Jim, you are falling behind. You are 23-30 now.
You hear that? 23 wins, folks.
There it is.
23 wins.
Johnny P.
Not 23 wins.
You are 17-20-1 now, and you are 9-3-1 over your last 13 picks.
That is unbelievable.
Which means you were complete garbage in your first picks, that's all.
I'm just getting into my stride. Finding my stride.
Me, Jay Dash, I am 15-14 and 8-5 over my last 13 picks.
Lame.
One pick over 500. That's quality.
Easy is 4-2.
Two over
0
500.
at the end of that.
4-2-0. He's 4-2-0. No
All right.
ties.
The first game we're going to do here is Denver at Kansas City. Kansas City is a 1.5 point underdog, and the over-under is 49.
Kansas City being a home dog, that's crazy.
Home dog, but it's Denver, man, and they just barely squeaked out the game last week. They did not cover, though. Miami took care of business late with a garbage touchdown. Everyone loves that garbage touchdown. But do you see Denver struggling 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah, they've had some injuries, so they're going to struggle a little bit on offense, but still them struggling is better than most teams peaking.
Right.
Kansas City is actually 11-11 against the spread versus Denver since 1992. That's at Kansas City. They're 14-9 straight up in those games, and half of them have gone over.
14-9 against the Broncos.
Straight up since 92 at home. Kansas City plays tough at home, man. It doesn't matter if they're a good team,
Yes,
a
they
bad
do.
team. I can remember a couple years when the Steelers were really good in the end of the Bill Cowher area, and they went in and got smoked by Kansas City at Arrowhead Stadium.
Yeah, they say tough place to play.
It is a tough place to play. And like you said, Denver's been struggling a little bit. They are used to playing in the elements, so that won't really bother them too much. Is Julius Thomas coming back this week, Dash? Fantasy guru?
He's questionable, but yes, he is expected to return, but it is not 100%.
Well, if they have him back, that's everybody on offense, right? They're other than Monty Ball. But it doesn't matter who
And
Denver's
Ronnie
running
Hillman, but C.J.
yeah.
Anderson's a beast.
Right, yeah. Denver seems like they're just plugging in running backs and killing it no matter what.
Well, that's because they don't ever give it to the running back.
It's such a shock to the defense whenever they do. They didn't even see it coming.
Yeah, I could churn up 90-plus yards with that offense because they're always expecting a pass. They got to protect the pass. So, yeah, I could churn it up.
What do you think Denver is against the spread as a favorite this year? This year, Johnny Parlay.
As a favorite,
In 10 games, I'll give you that much.
6-4.
5-5.
Dang.
Only 500. But they've been getting such big lines after last year's record-breaking performance that it's hard to live up to that and get those points every week,
Well,
especially with garbage time touchdowns.
5-5 just means that the bookmakers are doing a great job. Everyone should be 5-5.
They're 2-3 against the spread in road games, too.
I think they're going to get it back up to 500 this week. I think they're going to take care of business. I don't think they're going to struggle 2 weeks in a row and not cover 2 weeks in a row. I think that they're going to go into Kansas City. They're definitely going to win the game, obviously, if they're going to cover. I see them winning by about 6.
The one good thing I see about Denver is they're 2-1 against the spread versus division opponents.
Well, that's a huge sample size right there.
I mean, how many division games you play in a year, man? You only play 6. That's half of them. That's 50% of your games, your division games.
2-1, that's 3-game sample. Irrelevant.
I don't think it's irrelevant. You only play 6 division games every year. That's
Well,
50%
the only
of your
stat that
division
matters
games.
is me last week, 4-0-1.
That's all right.
That's
It's no
undefeated.
5-0. Whenever you get to 5-0, then you come talk to me.
Depends which local book you got your over-under at last week. There's still a little controversy out on that one.
It's what we set it at when we did the show, homie.
Well, things changed. Things done changed. I'm sure it went down during the week.
I doubt it.
Either way, I went undefeated, I can clearly say. So I'm going to keep the trend alive. And the only stat that matters is Denver taking it, beating the spread.
You're taking Denver?
I'm taking Denver. You?
I'm going to go with a shocker and say Kansas City. I think they pull one out. They're going to run the ball and play good defense. It's going to catch Denver off guard, and Kansas City wins a pretty tough home game.
Chief Powwow's cousin. Chief
How
Howwow. Yeah. Yeah, they'll be going crazy there at the old Arrowhead. See if they
do
can
they do the chop
take care of
too, like the
business.
Braves? Dash, do they do the chop?
You're dead wrong.
All right, well, what do you like in this game?
I actually think this is a good line. This should be a close game, but I'm going to say Denver here. Denver's going to win this game. Can't go wrong with Peyton Manning.
Yeah, this
Except
is
for
basically
his
a
forehead's so giant, it's going to blind the defense. No?
Easy is going Denver as well.
Easy? Well, he sucks at pro games. He's only good on that college pop.
Yeah, if he was here, I'd tell him how sucky he is at these picks. He ain't even. He's about to start hitting it downhill.
He needs to get in studio.
He's 500 on pro picks, and I don't think you're 500, Jim.
Yeah, but guess who has the most wins?
That's great, but you picked 150 games.
Easy, he's
All that
4-2,
matters
but he
Is
researches
you have the most wins.
for a week at a time, then makes his one pick. 6 picks. There's only been about 30,000 games this year. He's chose to pick 6 of them.
He's a wuss.
All right, let's move
Big
on
old
here.
wussy. All right, moving on. San Diego at Baltimore.
This is Easy's pick of the week. He is 2-1. Baltimore is -6, and the over/under is 45.
It's a lot of points. 6. Although the Chargers are pretty terrible this year.
Yeah,
In
they
fact,
were good early on.
Chargers are 0-5 against the spread last 5 games. So what does that tell you? Does that mean it's time for that to change, or is that
Yeah.
trend going to stay the same?
Please believe they're about to explode on the scene because we need Baltimore to lose, so we got to be rooting for San Diego in this
So
game.
you think it's San Diego? That's what I'm thinking also. I think they're going to play them tough, and they may not win, but I don't see them losing by 6. I'm going Chargers +6.
The Chargers are 3-2 against the spread as an underdog, so that helps out. They play well when they're doubted, just like the Steelers.
Ever since Joe Flacco had those 5 touchdowns in that one game, he's been complete garbage.
Yeah, Joe Flacco is complete garbage in his whole entire life. Guess how many times Baltimore's played San Diego since 1992?
8
Twice.
twice.
2-0 against the spread, 2-0 straight up, 2 games went under. No games in the last 3 seasons. So all these stats are pretty much irrelevant. None of the players on these teams were in any of these games as far as the head-to-head matchups anyway.
These are 2 not likable quarterbacks.
Yeah, I hate
The
Phillip
more
Rivers.
I think about it, there's not many likable quarterbacks in this league.
I hate Phillip Rivers' attitude. I hate Joe Flacco's unibrow. I hate Baltimore. Speaking of Baltimore, their estranged running back,
Double R.
double R, I punch my wife in the face, Ray Rice, has been reinstated.
Reinstated. Who's he going to play for? Chicago or the
Dallas.
Toronto Commodores.
Dallas is gonna sign him and run him and Murray every time because Romo's so bad.
Yep. He is pretty bad. He's another not likable
You know who
guy.
needs a running back?
Not Pittsburgh.
Those Pittsburgh Steelers.
I would not
True.
want Ray Rice on my team.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't see that
Bleep him.
happening. I don't actually see anyone picking him up this year just because of the stigma. I think once the offseason hits and I'm sure there'll be another scandal happen and someone else will take care of it, then I think it'd be safe to pick him up.
Well, what do you think, Dash? You got San Diego, who's 5-6 against the spread, and Baltimore, who's 7-4 against the spread. Both teams are 7-4 straight up. Baltimore scoring a little bit more than San Diego, and they give up just about the same amount of points. So it's kind of a close matchup.
I think Baltimore's going to win this game, but I actually think San Diego's going to cover here.
So you think San Diego is going to cover the spread?
Definitely. 6.5 is too much.
It's nice to have points.
Unless you're Denver, you're not going to win by 6.5 very often. So
Not with a quarterback like Joe Flacco.
the 3 of us like San Diego then, and Easy's the only one going with Baltimore.
Yep. Pick of the week.
His pick of the week is Baltimore. His pick of the week is going to lose.
Well,
sorry, Easy. If you were here, you could defend yourself,
he
but
can't
you're not.
He can't pick a winner anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking
Dude's
about.
picks are weak.
It's too much work for him to look anything up.
I don't know. Between us, we've been wrong 64 times this season.
How many times have we been right?
Less than that.
Well, my 23 help out.
Your
I
30
just-
doesn't. Your 30 losses
I
don't help
just
us.
like to
Yeah,
talk about how many
You're
wins I got.
You're leading the staff in losses.
Hey, I'm leading everything in wins and losses. It's all right.
All right, we have Oakland at St. Louis. St. Louis is -6.5, and the over/under is 42. This is Johnny Parlay's pick of the week. He's 5-5 in picks of the week. but he won his last 2.
That's right. That's officially a winning streak. Oh, we got another staff member in studio.
Look who just rolled up right
That's it.
after his pick.
With
Big
a
Easy.
6-pack in hand.
I'm back.
We've been explaining
A
how
3-pack in each
Sick.
hand.
we was just explaining how great your picks are all the time and what a model citizen you are for our fan base and how much we appreciate your services.
Well, I'd like to quote a friend of mine. I work, so I don't have time to make picks every week.
Gotta make him picks.
You got your picks in, man. We got him.
You make
Yeah,
the
we're
right
good.
picks, you don't gotta work.
Did you say Baltimore? Talk about Baltimore yet?
Yeah, we talked Baltimore. We
Yeah.
all said that was a great pick by you.
Yeah,
Well,
we love it.
Look at San Diego. Okay, against the spread, loss. Against the spread, loss. There, I can't. I lost count against the spread.
Even I can count that, and it's 5, 0-5.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
so
pretty weak.
Give me
Well,
a break.
That means you're due for a change, right? It's darkest
No.
before the dawn.
Come over to the East Coast again, Philip, and let's see what happens. But all right, let's
All
go.
right.
Spread them.
Let me get back to this. It's Oakland at St. Louis. St. Louis is minus 6.5, and the over-under is what? What did I say it was?
42.
So there you go. Let me hear your genius analysis.
My genius analysis is too genius for you to even hear. There have been no games played between these two teams over the last 3 seasons, so I'm going to spare you the matchups between 1992 because there was one of them. St. Louis won. That's all you need to know about that.
Well, I'm telling you right now, St. Louis is for real. They're the truth. Just
they're-
like I said earlier this season when Hoyer was the truth, which he
No.
was when I proclaimed it. St. Louis
Brian
is the
Hoyer.
truth.
I
Yeah.
do like
Is
St.
the
Louis.
truth?
He was, beginning of the year.
St. Louis can look real good at times, but like Easy was saying last week, there's games they just come out and decide not to play.
Yeah, they've been playing spoilers this year. They've not really won any games they were supposed to. They've been beating teams that should be clobbering them.
They got a great D, and in the NFL, a great D goes a long way.
Well, they're 5-6, so that D can't be that great.
Well, what it doesn't go a long way is a terrible quarterback. So,
Well, yeah, Sean Hill's garbage. Austin Davis is garbage. Sam Bradford's hurt, but I think he's garbage anyway, so they're pretty much effed in the A no matter where they go on that front.
Sean Hill can put up some fantasy points, but he is not a winning quarterback.
The Rams are 2-3 against the spread at home. They're 0-1 against the spread as the favorite. I don't. There's really these trends. They're not very good. They're 5-6 against the spread overall, man. I don't see
We know
where
a trend
you're
is good.
seeing dominance here.
4-1, now there's a trend.
Well, 5-0 trumps your 4-1, so you can keep bringing that card all you
Like
want.
I said,
It's the stat man.
check your local book and see what they had the over-under
Check
on.
your local listing and see the 23 wins by me. Oakland is 6-5 against the spread as an underdog. That's the only thing they're winning at this year.
Well,
Winning
Oakland,
at the spread.
that's first of all, this spread has morphed because they actually won a game last week despite their best efforts to blow it at the end by, I don't know, running down to the other end zone to celebrate when it was only 3rd down. There's about 40 seconds left. So, I mean, they got that excited when they
Amateur
almost won a
hour.
game. So, can you imagine how they're going to feel this week? They probably had the champagne busted out. They probably just wasted. They probably didn't work out at all this week.
How
They're
do you-
going to look terrible this week.
How do you think they act on St. Patrick's Day, your favorite day of the year?
They probably don't come to play like me, I'll tell you that much.
Game. It's all game.
All game, all the time. All Rams all the time. They're taking it. You guys don't agree with me or
So
what?
you're going Rams?
No one's really going to have the marbles that take Oakland, are they?
Easy. What are you going?
Yeah, I went Rams with that.
Ramming it
I'm
up.
not taking Oakland.
I
Love
think
the
we went a
Rams.
clean sweep here, didn't we?
They're garbage.
Oh, it's going to
Oakland's
be the only
garbage.
pick you guys win. If you agree with me, you
Four-
win. If you disagree, you lose.
Is that a 4G pick?
4G.
4Gs because Oakland's garbage.
Please believe you.
Staff sweep is what that's called.
Spread sweep.
What's
Moving
next?
on. Dash's pick of the week.
Yep, my pick of the week. I am 4-0 in picks of the week.
Dang. Drum roll, please.
We got Cincy
Where's
at
that cricket sound effect, Sean?
Cincy at Tampa. Tampa is plus 3.5, and the over/under is 44.5. So what am I going to take here? I am not telling until the end, unless they decide not to give analysis. I'll just give you my pick now.
Here's my analysis.
Shut
gotta
the
love-
bleep up
You
and
gotta
let us
love
talk.
a home dog.
Home dog.
And in this one, Tampa Bay is a home dog. Last week I gave you guys the gift of Minnesota because I stick my neck out there for you people. I ain't picking New England, Green Bay, Indy every week for my pick of the week. I took Minnesota, and they dang near won the game. They didn't win the game, but they covered. Like I said, I stick my neck out there for you guys. That's why I'm going to do it this week with the Tampa Bay Bucks as a home dog. They're going to take down Cincy. They're going to win this game.
So you think Cincy's going to win or Tampa's going to win? I wasn't paying any attention to you.
Oh, that's some great radio work, Jim.
Hey,
What a
the
co-host.
fans have to pay attention to me. I don't have to pay attention to you.
Bucks, 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 Bucks.
All right, you like the worst team in the history of football,
It's
Tampa Bay.
Buck Timber almost.
Buck Timber. All right, well,
Hey,
listen.
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 2 games out of first place.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 4-7 against the spread. 4 of their games have gone over, 7 have gone under. They're absolute, complete garbage unless they're playing the Steelers. Cincinnati's going to light them up.
They got some terrible trends happening. That
Trending.
is for sure.
What are they
But
trending?
They're trending 0-5 straight up last 5 home games. 0-5 against the spread last 5 home games. And as far as I can see, that's 0-10 combined. That's not very good. And 1-6.
So they're due.
Exactly.
They're due to break it.
due.
And I'll tell you, Cincinnati's, they're liable to lay an egg.
They
That's
can't.
right.
'Cause they are, in my opinion, they're garbage too. But
Well, Andy Dalton's just god-awful.
Another one of
I mean,
our
what-
favorite
who knows?
quarterbacks.
Hey,
Yeah, I
I think
hate
they
those
have 2 good
quarterbacks.
receivers and they have 2 good running backs, so they have weapons on this offense.
Yeah, the
Yeah, but-
Steelers had that too when Cordell Stewart was here, and nothing really happened.
a lot of
He
loving
took
was
them to an
happening.
AFC championship.
And
What a
then threw
park
3
love.
picks.
Men
Well, that's
loving.
great.
I hate you, Cordell Stewart. I hope you're listening.
Follow us, though, if you want, at bet_the spread.
Believe that.
So what's the consensus here? We all make our pick?
Well, my pick of the week is Cincy, yes.
All right, so your pick of the week, Cincy. They're 2-2 as a favorite of 3.5 to 9.5 points. They're 6-4 against the spread in all these games. They're 2-3 against the spread as a favorite.
Well, I'm going to say one thing. I was following Jay Dash, my producer, with picks the last couple weeks just to,
Pick trailing.
get back on track. And it was working, but it's like now I'm like a baby bird and I'm ready to leave the nest. I'm so absurd. I'm going away from his pick of the week. I'm straying from his pick of the week this week. And like I said, it's time to leave the nest. Time to leave it all behind, I'm not feeling the Bengals.
Well, our fantasy magician, Jay Dash, has got Cincy for his pick of the week. King of the parlay, Johnny Parlay is taking Tampa Bay. I'm going to have to go with the Bengals as much as it pains me to pick Andy Dalton or the Bengals or anybody affiliated with that terrible organization.
Don't worry about it. Steelers are going to win this week, too.
And what do you got, Easy?
Bengals.
Bengals. That was quick. You don't even think. You're just a man of action. Your name should be Big Action Easy.
Well, I'm all alone on this one.
Yeah.
You're always all alone.
All right, let's move on to the last game
Last
here.
game.
A
The
big,
best pick of the week.
a big game this week. This is Jim's pick of the week. He is 7-4 in picks of the week, but
Where's the applause?
7-2 in his last 9.
7-2 in my last 9. Oh, man, I feel the winning. It just runs through my veins.
Says the man
superior
that's 23
picking.
and 30.
Says the man who's picked every game this year, and he's the only one that has the cojones to do so.
Every game or 5 games a week since week 3. We got
That's
New
what I was
England at
mentioning.
Green Bay. Green Bay is -3, and the over/under is a whopping 57.5.
Well,
God, I love that.
I know a guy who's going to have it probably at like 61.5, so it's going to be tough by the time kickoff comes.
Hey, it's only fair.
All's fair in love and over.
It doesn't even matter. It never ends up mattering. 57.5.
Matter on that Eagle game I got killed on last night, 60.
Hey, it was still under by 20 almost.
I know, that was terrible. Well, so we got New England at Green Bay. Dash said Green Bay's -3. This is going to be a great matchup. Brady versus Rodgers, the 2 marquee quarterbacks in the league, as far as most analysis goes. If you ask me, Big Ben's still better than both of them.
What about that guy named Peyton Manning?
Peyton Manning, I don't know, his forehead's too big. He blinds me every time I
One
look at
Super
him.
Bowl.
Yeah, 1 Super Bowl.
That's right.
They're combined 4 Super Bowls up in that game in Green Bay.
Well, how many Super Bowls does Aaron Rodgers have?
1.
Okay, well,
New England is 1-0 against the spread versus Green
So
Bay
he's
since
as good as
'92
Peyton
at
Manning.
Green Bay. They haven't played any games.
hold on.
What?
He
Well, that's
just
what
said
you just said.
he just said Aaron Rodgers is as good as Peyton Manning because they each have 1 Super Bowl. But
Okay.
so
What's
does
wrong
that
with
mean
one Super Bowl?
nothing's wrong with 1 Super Bowl? But you're saying Eli Manning is better than both of them.
Don't get him started on this because I get him started on this a lot, and it ends up costing me about an hour and a half out of my day.
The matchup in Green Bay is better. There's 4 combined Super Bowls in that matchup. And Peyton, there's 1 combined Super Bowl in that matchup. So it's just a better matchup. It's a more key matchup
Yeah, believe Peyton Manning.
with Super Bowl rings. I don't want to hear that. Tell them people to haters.
Those are the fans outside the window. You can't hate on
They're
them.
disagreeing.
Haters. I'm sick of them.
So what we feeling here? I like Green Bay at Lambeau. How can't you? I mean, New England's looked great this year, but Packers at home, I'm feeling it. Give me the Pack.
The Packers are 6-1 against the spread as the favorite. They're 6-4 against the spread overall. They're 4-0 against the spread in home games. How can you go against them here? They're 6-0 against the spread in games played on grass field. I mean, they win against the spread,
I'll
man.
easily go against them. New England is balling right now.
Listen, New England
tear
is what,
through anybody,
5-0,
dude.
6-0 versus first place teams.
Yeah, division leaders.
It's
They're
tough.
just ripping through people.
This is the hardest pick for me to make this week, to tell you the truth, because New England can definitely come out and win this game.
Well, who do you got?
It's stuck at 3.
Green
It
Bay.
hasn't moved.
Dash taking Green Bay. Parlay, who do you got?
Green Bay.
Easy. I'm guessing you're taking Mr.
Tom Brady.
Fairy Pants Brady.
Taking Tom Brady because he's so handsome.
Well,
He
this
looks
is
like
the
another
pick you
friend
need
of
to
mine.
listen to, folks. If you want to win this week, if you don't want the Grinch coming to your house on Christmas, you need to take Green Bay over teaser. That gets the Packers at +4, drops the over-under to 52.5. Money in the bank.
It's easy.
In the bank.
It's easy unless you're easy because he ain't feeling it.
It's easy for Rob Greasy.
I think I'd have
And
taken it
LeGarrette
the other way
Lazy.
at New England +10.
Nah, Green Bay can smoke New England.
New England can smoke Green Bay, too.
New England ain't smoking nothing except for some herb. LeGarrette Blunt's up there getting the whole team high now.
Well,
Please
last
believe.
time you went the wrong way on your teaser, and I agree with J Dash. I would rather go the other way with that tease.
Well, nobody asked either one of you.
All right, so we got one college pop. Easy's college pick of the
Pop-
week
yeah.
here.
Pop of the week.
I'll give you the college pick every.
No,
yeah, right.
the fans are hating it again.
Yeah,
no,
right.
they don't like
You got
Easy.
haters outside for
Woo,
easy.
That's
This
because
man.
no one appreciates sports.
All right,
they just watch the NFL. That college football is real. These kids play to win. They're playing to win.
I love some college. I watched it
College
last
football.
night.
College football is real.
It is for real. Last night
And
was
you
an
wanna-
excellent game.
Yeah,
Great
if you
game.
want to gamble, it's a lot of fun because the lines get outrageous on some of these games. Like
Yeah,
they
Oregon
do.
minus
32.
Oregon minus 32. I told you to take Oregon. What they win
Never.
by?
Okay.
34. They covered.
Listen.
You missed out on that Oregon pick. I don't give a shit
all right. Well,
if they're minus 32 or
calm
not.
down, buddy.
I will say
Easy is 2-0 in his college picks, and
he knows his college.
yeah, I'd jump on this pick if I were you. It's Mississippi
that's it.
State at Ole Miss.
Marquee
Ole Miss
matchup.
is plus
Huge
2.5.
That's it.
And you know
So you're
Easy.
taking
Who is the
Mississippi
pick?
State?
It's Mississippi State. They're
Mississippi
gonna remain,
State minus
They're
2.5.
going to remain in that top 4 playoff contention, and it's going to get serious. Dax Preston, it's too much. Ole Miss, put a half stack on it.
Old
Ole
Miss.
Miss or Mississippi State?
Sorry, Mississippi State.
Mississippi State put a stack and a half on it.
Yeah.
Triple stack.
Hey, you know if Easy's
Now I'm
picking
really
it,
hungry.
you got to go with it. So I think we all would be best to, dish out some loot and go with Easy's pick. Because
Yeah.
he ain't missing on the college game.
And just as a reminder to you college fans, I like everybody that's favorited. I like Alabama. I like Florida State. I like Oregon again, giving 19.5 to Oregon State rivalry
That's it.
game.
If you want to know what Easy's always
Take
multiple pops of the week, hit us up on Twitter.
The 1 through 4 college teams right now that are in the rankings, take them all this week. They're all going to cover and win.
Well, listen.
Guarantee it.
I need some money, so I'm going to
Yeah.
take my private jet to Vegas and go put a bet in.
Please believe.
Arnold Palmer Airport. Let's go.
APA.
All right, guys. Well, I'm starving, so we need to get on this pizza deal that you guys keep talking about. You showing me
Sponsor
picture
us.
of this.
Hashtag
We need-
bacon.
We need JJ's to
JJ's,
sponsor
get
us.
up on that sponsorship.
Thank you guys for coming in. Great time today. Thank you fans for tuning in. You can follow us on Twitter at bet_the_spread. You can check us out on Facebook. Subscribe to that YouTube channel. Hope these picks work out for you. Hope it gives you a Merry Christmas.
Gobble, gobble.
Thanksgiving's over. The
Peace.
turkey is dead.
Peace
Not
out.
this one.